One of the greatest forms of empathy and belonging we can say to those who are unhoused is, I see you. I see you in your struggle. I see you what you're trying to emerge from. I see you that you don't have anywhere to go. I see you when you're publicly sanitized. I see you. I see you gives a chance to describe and embody what M.L. King describes as the beloved community.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Terrence here. Right now, I am in the car and I'm headed to shoot a podcast, only I don't know who I'm going to interview. Weeks ago, I decided that I wanted to start a podcast, and I did not want it to be any social influencers, people who have any type of social clout or celebrity status. I wanted to interview people who are actually living on the streets. And one of the reasons why is because here recently, there was a Supreme Court ruling that has opened up the entire country to create laws that actually punish those who are unhoused.
In a 6-3 decision, the U.S. Supreme Court justices reversed a lower court decision on whether punishing people for camping in public spaces is unconstitutional.
In a polarizing decision, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled cities can now enforce camping bans. The majority opinion on the court saying small fines and a short jail sentence do not qualify as cruel and unusual punishment.
Because I've been doing this work for the last 10 years, and I was thinking about a way where we could center the voices of those who are unhoused, giving them just a space to tell their stories, not just to focus on the things that they're struggling with, but also to just assert their humanity, talk about themselves in a way that gives people a chance to see the other side of homelessness. So right now, I'm in the car with my wife. Say hey.
Hey.
And I'm headed downtown to meet my friend Matt, where we're gonna get together and go out and try to find somebody to interview. There are a lot of cities that invest a lot of dollars, but it's not enough to keep up with the pace of, the growth of homelessness. And so, you have cities that they may have shelters or beds available, or they may have, a certain amount of affordable housing, but it's not enough to keep up with the pace of poverty and homelessness in growing cities. It's just not, bro. Right now, we're out in the streets and we're about to shoot another podcast episode of the Imagine Dignity podcast. One of the things that I mentioned before is that doing this type of podcast, there's no planning. There's no, reaching out to somebody's assistant to gather a date or a time that I'm going to meet with someone. It's literally in the streets. And so a lot of thoughts go through my mind early in the morning, like, will we meet somebody? Will we meet somebody who wants to share their story or even share their voice? We've already met someone and we're about to head over there. It's actually a lady. This is the first lady in the podcast. And she said that she was really excited to talk about what women go through as it relates to homelessness and being on the streets.